Pride that you have for yourself should not be tied to metrics that you cannot control. I was telling myself, I'm so proud of you for your consistency in like posting content and marketing your music and really just putting yourself out there in the way that God has called me to. Whether or not you're proud of yourself should never be predicated on who's cheering or who's not cheering. There are things that you cannot control when it comes to what you put out. And so you should not determine whether or not you're proud of yourself based off of who engages or doesn't engage with the things that you release. You have to base your pride in yourself off of metrics that you can control. And what I can control is whether or not I show up. What I can control is whether or not I'm consistent. What I can control is whether or not my content is done in excellence. I can only control those things. That is why I'm proud of myself, because I am doing the things I promised myself I would do. I'm keeping the promises that I made to myself. Obviously, there may be research and things that I have to do on my end, but what I can control and what is currently in my sphere of control, I am acting on and executing. Do not allow for your pride in yourself to be determined by metrics that you cannot control. You can't control who likes it. You can't control who doesn't like it. You can't control who shares it. You can't control who doesn't share it. You can't control who talks about it. You can't control who doesn't talk about it. You can't control if you're shadow banned. You can't control if your content is pushed. You have no control over any of those things. Even if you boost your content, you still can't control whose eyes see it and whose eyes don't. Base the pride that you have in yourself off of what you can control, and that is whether or not you show up.